Hello, friends. I'm Reverend Lisa Talbot. I'm a United Methodist pastor, and my parish is Homer, Alaska. This Sunday, my church, like so many around the world, suspended our in-person gatherings, and we moved all of our worship services and small groups to online. In my sermon on Sunday, I reflected on a passage from the Hebrew Bible, a story about the prophet Elijah. Now, Elijah was sent by God to prophesy to a very evil king and queen, Ahab and Jezebel. And after one of these encounters, God told Elijah to withdraw for a while, to isolate himself, to go away to a place of safety. And there was a stream there, but there was no food. So God sent ravens morning and evening to bring morsels of bread and meat to Elijah to feed him and keep him safe. It was Elijah's raven-fed time. That phrase, raven-fed time, has meant something to me very deeply for many years. When I was going through a rough period in my life, I had a dear friend from seminary that I was speaking to, and Lynn reminded me of this story. And she said, "Lisa, this is your raven-fed time. You might be going through difficulties right now, but God is still taking care of you. God is still sending ravens to feed you, and you'll get through this." And I did get through it. And I realized that Lynn was one of those ravens that God sent to help me get through that time. And since then, I've been through many raven-fed periods, many times in my life when I felt like I just couldn't keep going, and yet there was always a raven, sometimes a whole flock of ravens, that I would be able to identify, people and things and experiences that were blessings to me, even in times of great distress. And I also realized that I am called at times to be a raven to somebody else who's going through their time of trouble. And that's why I'm starting this channel, because I want to be one of those ravens who help people get through this difficult time. And by helping others, not only are others being helped, but it also helps me too. Even though we are distancing ourselves or isolating ourselves or even quarantining ourselves physically to help prevent the introduction and the spread of COVID-19, we need to be careful that we are not becoming sedentary in body, mind, or spirit. So on this channel, we will explore a variety of practices and spiritual disciplines that we can use during this time of pandemic to help calm our hearts and minds and help draw us closer to God and to one another, even when we're far apart. One of the first practices that I want to share with you is one that many of you may know by the name of Foursquare breathing. It's a self-soothing or a breathing technique that helps you find a little point of calm in the midst of an anxious or difficult time. And it's very easy to do. You breathe in for the count of 4, you hold your breath for the count of 4, you exhale for the count of 4, and then hold that exhalation for a count of 4. So we're going to do that together a few times, first with me counting and then with me silent. And we will enjoy this time of deep breathing and centering. So I invite you to find a comfortable seat for yourself. Find yourself with your feet flat on the floor, maybe your hands palm up or palm down on your lap. If you are in a place where you feel comfortable closing your eyes, you can do that here at first, although when you've practiced this breathing technique, you can do it anytime, anywhere, no matter what you're doing. You could do it in the middle of a stressful meeting or while you're driving or just anytime you're watching the news or finding yourself getting a little bit more anxious. Close your eyes right here at the start. You can do that just to help shut out the world a little bit and really focus on what is going on in your internal life. And then breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold out. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold out. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold out. 2, 3, 4. Do it without me counting. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. And continue. Again, inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Do it on your own a couple times. Finish your last cycle and just return to your normal breathing. But you might feel a little different, a little calmer. Your shoulders may have relaxed some. Your mind may have calmed down a bit. You might just feel an overall sense of calmness. That's what 4 square breathing is all about. Just taking that moment to really fill our lungs and hold on to it and exhale all the way. It engages our vagus nerve. There's some physiology behind it, but there's also that connection that we feel when we breathe deeply and calm down and release our need for control, our need for action, our need for doing, and just take a few minutes to simply be. On this channel, we'll be exploring a variety of spiritual practices and disciplines that you can use anytime to help you get through any rough times that you're facing right now, particularly because of the pandemic, but that you can also use any time in your life to help stay calm and centered. no matter what you face. Thank you for joining me today. Remember, do not be afraid, because God is with you. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. All right, here we go. So just take a deep breath and shake it out a bit.